Hi everyone, hopefully you're doing well. This is day 776, part one of my frugal velocity banking journey in terms of reducing my debt using a line of credit, particularly credit cards and home equity lines of credit. A home equity line of credit is the difference between your mortgage balance of what you owe and what the perceived value of the property. On one property, let's say that's $200,000 as a value and you owe $100,000, then you can have a HELOC possibly of a hundred of $100,000. But the banks normally give for a primary home 80 to I think 90%, and on investment properties 70 to maybe 80%. I receive like 75% on my investment properties. So I just wanted to share a change in terms of we're all having an impact on the utilities and other costs, and just wanted to share with you and see if you're having the same experience. Again, my name is Dr. Willie Green. I'm a political economist, and I've been doing velocity banking for the last 2 years to reduce my debt. Velocity banking is the use of making payments using a line of credit or credit card, cash loan, credit card, etc., to strategically reduce your debt or build wealth within a capitalist and democratic society such as the United States. Initially, when I started Velocity Banking, or before Velocity Banking, I was picking up my paycheck, putting it into the bank, paying my debts and expenses monthly, weekly, daily. And then whatever is left from that paycheck remained in the bank of the credit union. And then I had to wait to the additional check come in. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking my paycheck. I'm also taking my investment property income, putting it into a bank. I did have maybe three or four bank accounts. I've consolidated them. And now I'm using two different lines of credit. Although there are four major types, I'm only using a home equity line of credit as stated before and a credit card. I dump my check into the lines of credit, let it sit for the entire month, and I'm paring down to one credit card that I pay off each month. Right now, I have three. I started with 11 about 24 months ago, and now I'm down to a couple of credit cards, particularly one that I'm trying to put most of my debt on. And then the remainder of the money just recycles and stays in this purple area of the types of lines of credit. No longer is it going to just sit in the bank. I'm getting very little interest. It is going to one of the lines of credit is either will sit on a credit card or it will sit on a home equity line of credit. I have no excess funds, emergency funds, or 6 months of savings set aside. Every penny I have is fundamentally in one of these four lines of credit. My summary in general, I have two HELOCs, one at 8.75%. It initially started off at at 9.5%. I have a second HELOC. It's currently at 9.75%, and it started off at 10.25. And I have one mortgage at 3.75%. I recast that mortgage, and the recast was simply putting a lump sum to your bank or your lender, and they, if possible, reduce the principal and the interest payment because of that lump sum. But my recast was with Wells Fargo, and it went from 575 to 375, but the principal stayed the same. I have a couple of credit cards remaining that range from 14.5% to 29.9%. And my total debt is at 177. I initially started off with about 355. $165,000 of student loan was eliminated. So this is what I wanted to get to. One of my utility bills from one of my properties, currently the usage was $275.92. There's an environmental compliance cost fee in Georgia that is 24.37%. And then there's a municipal franchise fee of $3.61. And then there's a sales tax of 24.40%. So just wanted to share this with you as utilities continue to rise and to let me know if in your state or your county or on your electric bill, do you have the service costs, any type of environmental compliance costs, municipal franchise fee, and a sales tax? All right. So in general, I work with clients to reduce their debt and improve their credit. Is this is something that you would like to do? Just give me a call or an email and let's go ahead and get started with me and my team. Have a great day. Bye bye.